You may or may not have heard the rumor that knockout abilities on defense can be countered by the matchup nightmare ability on any player in the game. Now, I've been a little bit skeptical of this, so in today's YouTube video, I'm going to set up a test condition that's going to either prove this correct or disprove this rumor and help you guys make better decisions with your AP. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Zam from the Madden YouTube channel, and I'm excited about today's video because I've been hearing for actually quite a few years that the matchup nightmare ability works on any player against any defender in Madden. And specifically this year, over the last couple weeks, we've started to see EA handing out the inside shade ability on a lot of defensive backs, and now they're starting to hand out the one step ahead ability for cheap, and that was something that came out on the most recent Patrick Peterson item. Of course, we are very, very close to hitting the golden ticket season, and there is the rumor that one step ahead is going to be 1 AP on the golden ticket items, which has a lot of players panicking and looking for an alternative for their offense to continue moving the ball against the one step ahead knockout meta that is to come. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. We are going to be breaking down a test condition in which I have Herman Moore as my split end. We're going to be throwing one-on-ones to him against man knockouts and zone knockouts. So with this particular setup, I've actually got a couple of defensive backs that we'll test against. The first one is going to be a man-to-man test condition against Night Train Lane. So to prove that we're on the up and up here, I'm going to show you guys the AP setup on the defensive back to the far left, Night Train Lane. You see that I've got pick artist, one step ahead, short, medium, and deep route knockouts. This is basically going to be the super stack that a lot of players are worried about when golden tickets drop, because the speculation is that you're going to get a free pick artist, a 1 AP one step ahead, a 1 AP short route knockout, a 1 AP deep route knockout, and a 1 AP medium route knockout. So if you do the math on that very quickly, you're talking maybe 4 AP for that stack, which is absurd considering you might be able to run 2 or possibly even 3 of these within a couple weeks. Now on the offensive side, I've got Herman Moore. You take a look, I've got short in and short out. These are going to allow me to basically run a perfect cut against a non one step ahead defender, which is obviously not the case with Night Train, but I do have the matchup Nightmare, which if you take a look, it says better route running and catching versus linebackers. So again, the rumor is that matchup Nightmare is supposed to work light up against pretty much any position on the field. So we're going to test that and see just how good this particular ability is. So our first condition is going to be simple aggressive catching. This is a one-on-one down the sideline. I'm going to throw a variety of different throws, some quick ags, some medium ags, and some deep ags, and we're just going to test this here. So we'll snap the ball. I'm going to throw a high point to the outside, hold Y. You see right there, definitely get the medium route knockout from the defensive back, but one test isn't enough. So we'll throw quite a few of these here and see just kind of how this shakes out. What is the percentage of these throws? Is it something that is worthwhile, as we're 0 for 2 right here? Again, I'll throw probably 5 to 10 of these, just kind of get an idea for how good this is. Again, right there, not really agging anything crazy. There is kind of a recommendation if you guys are throwing these, you want to throw these right as the DB's hips start to turn. That can help get you some better animations like you see right there. Now, you will actually note that we dropped the ball on that particular play, but then we caught it again. So you see right here that we threw this ball up, drop, recatches it. We do see a light up that I can only surmise is attributed to the matchup nightmare ability in terms of applying maybe a catch and traffic bonus. So there might be some truth to that. We'll continue to throw quite a few of these here and see how we're looking. There's definitely a medium route or a short route knockout right there by Night Train Lane. Obviously in this situation, we are dealing mostly with just the knockout portion. I'm not cutting it all. The one step ahead is very, very good at preventing any light ups. Again, you see right there, there's an ag animation. Clearly, this is something that is not really going crazy against the man knockout meta. Now, of course, as well, if we wanted to start working in cuts into this, the thing you're going to notice is that the one step ahead is going to be very, very effective at preventing any separation on these. So you see right there, we get a short route knockout. Here's a post route against the one step ahead. I try to throw this as a throw over the middle. Probably need to throw that down. But again, we're definitely dropping the ball against this universal man knockout meta. Again, I'll throw another one here, kind of throw this as an inside pass lead. definitely had body positioning there on that throw, and it was neutralized very, very easily. We'll continue to throw some more of these here. I'm going to throw this as kind of a down lead right there. That just threw that too early. It was picked off straight up. So again, you know, all of these throws, you're seeing that the man knockout ability is definitely winning. Right there in that situation, we were able to get far enough away that we weren't able to be knocked out from behind. That is kind of what we're trying to accomplish in general in most offenses, because those abilities are very, very impactful. If you can get about a step and a half away from that defensive back, it's going to help you in a big way. But, you know, if they're within a step, you're almost always going to drop it. You know, if I were to run, you know, like a double move route, let's see here how this works. These routes are usually pretty effective against one step ahead. Kind of click on and aggressive catch the ball back towards the line. You see that we're able to, you know, hold on to the ball pretty decently there. But in terms of, you know, aggressive catching with this against man-to-man coverage that has knockouts, very clearly hedging towards the defense winning these interactions. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to try this same exact situation against zone knockouts. So in this example, I'm going to be working against deep out KO. So I'm going to go ahead and put Aqib Talib in the game here, and we're just going to throw these against outside thirds. So now we're going to go ahead and test this against zone coverage here. I have Deion Sanders on the outside, who does have knockout abilities available. So I'm going to go ahead and try to throw these ags against him, and we'll see if there's any real benefit to running these. You see right there against the zone KO. I don't know if we just maybe got lucky there, but we definitely got an aggressive catch animation and a hold on to the ball. It did appear that the zone knockout did attempt to light up for the break on ball portion of that. It just wasn't able to get the actual knockout phase of this. Again, right there, we got kind of the same animation. That time, the second light up for the knockout did jar the ball loose. So, you know, again, we try to throw these over and over and over. I'm just trying to get, you know, some of these average chucks that a lot of players like to throw. Right there, we got, you know, the actual quick, snappy ag catch animation that occurs. Again, typically speaking, most players are putting taller players out there on the field to combat aggressive catches, so Deion might not be the best player in the world for this. But as we kind of test this, you definitely can tell that the knockout, if they do get their hands on the matchup nightmare, it does make them drop the ball to, I would say, a pretty decent portion of these throws. It's not, you know, something that, at least in my guesstimation, is worth slapping on your players. This definitely appears to be something that, to me, is nothing more than a rumor out there. I don't feel like it is a worthwhile usage of this ability. Again, I do fully understand that this is something reserved for ag catching against linebackers, but you have to remember the game that we're playing here. We're playing a game where the primary meta is a zero blitz, which means that the linebackers are blitzing, or if your opponent wants to adjust, they're going to put those linebackers in zone. The primary man coverage defenders that are on these players that you would have matchup nightmare on are going to be corners. They are going to be true safety position players that are going to have knockout abilities. So this is going to be something that is, in my opinion, debunked. I don't think this is a true theory at all. I hear this pushed a lot. I get this question probably once or twice a week in my Twitch chat, which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out my Twitch channel, is twitch.tv/ZanMadden. I stream Monday through Friday in the afternoons. Definitely come check me out playing live, running my offensive and defensive schemes that you guys can find on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. So I'm sorry that we weren't able to really break ground in today's video, but I did want to do a video on this because I'm getting this, like I said, a couple times a week. Hopefully this helped you guys out, helped you guys make better, more informed decisions with your AP expenditure. We'll see you guys a little bit later this afternoon with our next YouTube short, or tomorrow with our next long form video update. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.